What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope y'all are awesome and doing well. Let's talk about, let me make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi again today. Man, I gotta swap this up. I have multiple Wi-Fi settings in my house, right? Okay, I'm shifting Wi-Fi signals. Let's see if it works. All right, can you try to reconnect? Okay, now, I think we're good. Okay, so I have multiple Wi-Fi signals in my house. Sorry, I keep doing that. And when I walk from the main part of the house back here to this back abandoned bedroom that I have this studio built into, it switches to, anyway, this is the studio Wi-Fi. I'm back. Let's talk about this Q&A question. So what subject are you going to teach? If you're doing one-on-one coaching or group coaching, wherever you're trying to rotate to or pivot around in, it's a good question. Sometimes it's hard to know, what are you going to talk about, right? What am I going to teach? I got lots of things I'm good at or interested in or experience or whatever. And what are you going to actually talk about in your mastermind? Your one-on-one coaching, group coaching, whatever it may be. What's it going to be? I'm just going to keep playing with this studio setup while I'm talking. Sorry. What are you going to teach? Here's it comes down to this. I'd say let's do the 80-20 rule, okay? The easy part, 80% of you, 80% of this is going to answer the question right off. You'll be like, oh, thank you. Okay. And then I'll get to the 20% that takes a little more untangling. 80% of us, it's where were you like 3, 2, 5 years ago? I don't know, 10 years ago. Where were you in your process and what did you have to figure out? So who you used to be is probably who you're going to start selling to now. 80% of us, who you're going to sell to now. And what you were trying to figure out 2, 3, 5 years ago is probably what you're going to help them figure out now. You're teaching them to crack the code that you cracked, right? So I became an agency owner. I figured out how to be really efficient in my agency. I taught that for a while. I started a mastermind, figured out how to build and monetize masterminds. I teach that now. I used to teach how to get investors for startup businesses because I used to be in the investment world. So I taught that, right? So you've kind of teach what you learned how to do to the people that you used to be. That's 80% of us, all right? The other 20% of us, it's a little different because our expertise or our passion is around something that actually wasn't who we used to be or a problem we actually had. It's just the passion we like to uncover. So it might be something that's around health or wellness or business or relationships or whatever, but it's your passion, your strength, and you're figuring out how to teach that. Even though it wasn't your problem or the thing you had to overcome, it's what you want to teach. So here's how to figure that out, all right? The thing you want to teach in a group setting or one-on-one coaching or wherever you're trying to get to. Ayo, oh my gosh, great to see you. Well done. Where are you at? Let me know where you're at in the world right now. You travel so much. I'm a little jealous, right? We just got our kids' passports renewed, Ayo. So we are getting back on the travel train. I don't know if it'll be this summer. I don't know if the whole world's ready for travel yet. I doubt it will be. But anyway, super excited. So the thing, you got to overlap some things. So teaching what you're going to teach, right? Let's get back to that. Where are you going to be hanging out? So if you're going to be teaching, you got to figure out who you're going to teach, what you're going to teach, and what you're actually passionate about. There's like 3 circles that kind of centrific. What's that word where they like overlap? Anyway, there's 3 circles that overlap, and you got to figure that out. That overlap spot in the middle is where you're gonna hang out. Cold ass Bulgaria, come on, visit me. Hey, I am not visiting you anywhere cold. I would love to see Bulgaria. We've talked about that kind of part of the world to take our kids over there because we travel a lot in the summers, but not right now. It's just about to be spring here, and I am loving it. Okay, so who do you want to teach? We'll get to that in a second. What do you want to teach is going to be that for the 20% of you that don't have oh, I'm teaching the people I used to be with the transformation I experienced. All right. For the other 20% of us that's not just straight down the middle for us. Susan, awesome to see you. It's a Venn is that a Venn diagram, Susan? Thank you. All right. So the 3 circles that overlap. What you're going to teach is probably what you're passionate about. So if you're passionate about health care, if you're passionate about physical fitness health, if you're passionate about diet and exercise, if you're passionate about relationships, healing relationships with our kids, our spouses, our loved ones, if you're passionate about elder care, if you're passionate about business or marketing or running a digital agency or whatever it is, follow that passion, okay? And then the other, that's the passion part. That's one of the circles you overlap. The other is, what are you going to teach? Well, that really depends on your who. So let's tackle that first. So you got your passion, then you got your who. Who are you going to teach, all right? That overlapping. Who really needs your passion? Who needs the information you've put together? All right, there's probably a lot of places you're already gathering information. The YouTube videos, the YouTube channels, the Facebook groups, the blogs, the vlogs, whatever it is that you watch and consume, the books that you've read about it. The people that are also buying that information are probably your who, okay? And believe it or not, then it becomes really easy to figure out what you're going to teach. What you're going to teach is the same information that you've learned from the vlogs, the blogs, the books, the podcast, everything you've been consuming. That's what you're going to teach to the same people who are consuming that information. I know you think, oh my gosh, Chris, that's cool, but right, really? I mean, there's all these other experts already doing it. I'm following them. Exactly. For one, you don't want to go into a new market where there is nobody else teaching what you want to teach. If there's nobody teaching what you want to teach, I promise you're not the first one who's thought of it. It means that other people have thought of it and it didn't work there. There was some reason it wasn't monetizing. So be careful of that, okay? If you are, unless you're like in a brand new emerging market, like Susan Westwater here on screen, Susan and Scott, they teach people about the audio version of us shopping and interacting with brands now, right? We ask the devices in our home, Siri, Alexa, Google, whoever, how to find this store, how to find this brand, tell me about this product. They actually build that system for companies, small, mid-sized, large companies. They do it all. It's amazing. And they teach how to do that. That's an emerging market. They're kind of an anomaly in that. And so, yeah, they're teaching into a new space. But for most of us, we're teaching or learning or getting involved in something that's been done for quite a while. So get out there, be your new voice in that same market. Even though you've been buying the books, looking at the podcast, reading everything, perfect. That just clearly shows you, oh, there's an awesome market for this. And I'm going to go teach this thing. And I'm going to teach it to the same people that are already consuming it somewhere else. The thing is, a segment of that market is going to lean in and buy from you and get attracted to you because you're different. Be honest and authentic with your journey. Let them know where you are, what you've learned, how you're helping them, how you're going to offer and transform them, the group you're starting, all that kind of stuff. That's the way you get going with building out and figuring out what are you going to actually start teaching in a mastermind or even one-on-one coaching setting. It's honestly, you're going to be teaching the people that are already leaning in on the experts that you're leaning in on. They're leaning in, you're just going to be pulling from that same audience. That doesn't mean you're swimming in the red ocean, blue ocean concept. It doesn't mean you're trying to swim in a red ocean. But it does mean that there are lots of people out there who are already looking and buying and consuming information. They just need somebody who's willing to package it up for them and make it easy for them to understand. And that's you. You're becoming that expert. You've become that expert already, wherever you are on the journey. You can package that up and make it attainable for a certain segment of that population to just take action and not have to go through all the YouTube channels, all the podcasts, all the vlogs, everything. Just be like, I've gone through everything. I've already condensed it. And I've already got a plan to get you from here to there really quickly so you don't have to repeat the process like I did. Hope that helps. I'm always excited when someone else can explain it. I hope I explained it, Susan. I tried to. It's easy when you think about it, right? It's a new search tool, right? Voice is a new search tool. You can type it into the Google or you can just ask the device in your home. Tell me this. And Susan's the one that makes sure that your brand, your product, your service gets recognized as the top of the search thing that comes up from the voice box. Joyce, I know what feeling. Okay, yeah, I'm always excited when, someone else can explain it, right? Yeah, for real, Joyce. Joyce, it's good to see you, by the way. Okay, that's all I got. Hope that answers your question. Happy Thursday. I'm going to go teach our mastermind group right now, actually, yeah. It's super easy, guys. Start your own mastermind. It's not a big deal. Believe it or not, it's easier than you think. Yeah, there's lots of mechanics and nuts and bolts around how to get it started, how to monetize it, prospect, all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, you're an expert. Share your expertise with people. People love learning. They love taking action and particularly love learning when that learning leads to action that leads to results. And as a mastermind leader or a coach, you can take your knowledge base, set it up in a track that allows people to take action that gets them results. That's what we do, right? Clover, awesome. Good to see you, dude. All right, Clover, I'll be seeing you guys in a little while. Susan, I'm sure I'll see you in the mastermind group here in a little while. Y'all have a fantastic Thursday. We'll talk again. Bye.